Honda NC750X, which developed a strange sound coming from the front of the engine around 27 to 3600 RPM. I bought this bike last year and it's since developed this sound. Initially I thought it was the tappets. When I checked the tappets, clearances were within spec. The sound became progressively louder, so I decided to open it up again and check the timing chain tensioner. The tensioner is held with two bolts. One bolt sits just under the thermostat, which is hard to remove, and the other one can be removed easily. But the one under the thermostat requires a little fiddling in order to do it. Prior to removing this, the radiator fluid has to be drained. The tappet cover has to be removed. Now, before I start working on the bike, I would take off the lower fairing. It's fastened with two bolts, one down here and a simple thing to take it off.
All you have to do is wiggle it a little bit and the lower part of the fairing comes off.
So next, this radiator cover has to be removed. Got a tube down here which I'm using. After the fluid is drained, you need to take off this tube. Keep in mind there is some coolant in the hose. Now, after removing both the clamp on the hoses, you would need to remove these two tubes. Coolant will drain. Once the coolant drains, you would need to take the radiator off. Before you attempt to take off the fan, release the cable, release tab on this side. So that releases the whole radiator. We'd have to remove this hose. So, as well as these three bolts that hold the tappet cover.
Okay.
This screw.
Yeah.
Now, when I open, I can take out the whole thing out to me. Anything for me. Right? So now this, see, just kiss until it comes out.
Nice.
Okay, like that.
Yeah.
See this?
What?
Something is getting stuck here. There you go.
You got it.
We preloaded the spring with this one. This is how we're gonna
Video the whole.
put this one in here, like that.
Video. Okay.
So, so yeah. You know, I have this one. Right. Yeah. Go. So now after inserting the timing chain tensioner in, and releasing the pin, we tighten the bolts that are on this. We tighten this one fully, as well as the one in front. Once it's tightened, then you can begin assembling. Okay, so now the 3 screws are, we just tighten them with a 6mm Allen key. And after that, this hose has to go back in. There you go. Then insert the clamp, and then the radiator is ready to go back in. Fan connector. So now we need to tighten this bolt and the one at the bottom that holds the radiator. Insert the hose onto the radiator and tighten the clamp. And tighten the clamp. Now the radiator is to be filled with coolant. You can and then check for leak if all your hose clamps are tightened. Around here, start the bike.